Part 2, A Little Book of Sloth. There's no time to be a slouch at the sanctuary. All baby sloths have a daily workout on the jungle gym to polish their climbing skills. Work it, Wally. Wally is a hard-working young sloth dedicated to self-improvement. He has finally learned how to climb up, but he's yet to master the art of reverse and often has to be rescued from the top. At the sanctuary, the sloths take a regular splash in special green leaf tea to keep their skin healthy. Wild sloths are actually green. Their coats are mini jungles of algae and insects, including a moth that only lives on a sloth. They look and smell just like trees. Sloths are like stealth ninjas, and these invisible cloaks prevent them from being eagle food, which is just as well. Since their top speed is 15 feet a minute, running from danger is simply not an option. When their beauty treatment finishes, the baby sloths are hung out to dry. Of course, with sloths, there's no need for clothespins. After his trip to the sloth salon, Mateo looks even more like a puffball, which kind of annoys him. But he's finally reunited with Moo again. Phew. It has to be said that sloths have very poor table manners. They nom with their mouths open and frequently fall asleep in their food. But not Honey. She is a terribly refined sloth with manners straight out of a Swiss sloth finishing school. Here you see her demonstrating the correct way to hold a bean. Who knew a sloth could be so posh? Sloths love beans, but they go nuts for hibiscus flowers. Hibiscus flowers are like sloth chocolate, but without the calories. Some sloths gobble the flowers up straight away. Others, like Velcro, prefer to hold off and savor the moment before finally giving in. With his fabulous Buddha belly, Biscuit, like all sloths, is a bit on the portly side. But in his own way, Biscuit is an athlete, a digesting athlete. A sloth's diet is a key to slothfulness. In the wild, sloths don't eat beans like the sloths at the sanctuary eat. Their diet consists of jungle leaves that are a bit toxic and don't provide much energy. Their secret weapon is a big tummy like Biscuit's and a lot of time. It takes them 4 weeks to digest one meal, and their stomach contents make up 2/3 of their body weight. They need to take it easy, or they'd suffer terrible indigestion. To potty train a baby sloth, you will need 1 baby sloth, 1 poo pole, and quite a lot of patience. Wild sloths have somewhat bizarre bathroom habits. Once a week, they descend from the safety of their treetop homes to do their business at the base of a tree. Such eccentric etiquette is one of the great mysteries of sloth behavior. The sanctuary sloths must learn to do the same. Just don't hurry them. Sloths, after all, hate to be hurried, especially while on the job. Although some, like Cosmo, get a bit confused about the point of the poo pole. No one knows how long a sloth can live, but Queen Buttercup has just turned 20, making her the oldest living captive three-fingered sloth. She's celebrating with a sloth's favorite kind of party, a slumber party. A sloth's smile hides the secret to a happy, huggy, slow-mo lifestyle. Take a cue from nature's couch potato and heed Queen Buttercup's decree, which is just chill. That's the end of the story, but there's couple more pages. The Slothville Yearbook. Violet and Sebastian, Slothville's resident fashionistas, are often seen modeling next season's attire. Wally dreams of setting a world record for climbing Mount Everest. Slowly. Buttercup, the queen sloth, throws the best sort of fest, a snooze fest, because they like to sleep. Honey, behind her sweet smile, lurks a super sneaky bean thief. Ubu, the captain of cuddles, even practices hugging in his sleep. Mateo, the dark lord of cute, has the power to paralyze with a single sloth squeak. Sunshine and Sammy maintain the ideal cuddle ratio. 1 part sleep, 2 parts arm, and the remaining parts love. Velcro always reaches for the stars and often falls asleep on the way. So here's a picture. It says, the babies in this book are undeniably cute. But please remember that sloths belong in the wild and should never be kept as pets. If you want to adopt a sloth, visit slothsanctuary.com and make a donation. They won't send you an orphaned sloth, but they will care for it until it can be released back into the wild where it belongs. To share your sloth love and join the Sloth Appreciation Society, visit slothville.com. I think this is important because many of you have seen my pictures of me holding a sloth, and those are from my travels to the Amazon rainforest in Peru. And those sloths were either in a rehabilitation center, just like this book is about, people who are taking care of animals that something happened to them and they need help until they can go back into the wild on their own. So it's really important to be mindful of what kinds of animals we have in our home. And a sloth would be very, very miserable in our homes because we don't have the jungle, we don't have the heat, we don't have the right insects, we don't have the right food. They live and should stay in Central and South America where their home is. But if you ever get a chance to travel, I highly suggest going into the rainforest. I've seen sloths slowly move in trees, basically kind of just hang out. They don't move very fast at all. So I've seen them just wild in nature, and then I've seen them and been lucky enough to hold a few sloths that needed human assistance to be taken care of, to survive before they were able to go back into the wild. So that's some sloth advice and thoughts for Miss Mancini. Hope you guys are well, and I hope you enjoyed this book. I put into the background the noise is just what it sounds like in an Amazon rainforest in Peru, and the sounds never stop. At night, it doesn't get quiet. There's still bugs moving around and chirping, and all the noises you hear right now, well, many of the noises, happen all night long. It's kind of magical and also kind of hard to sleep when you're just tired and the noises don't stop. But for sloths, it's heaven. All right, sweet friends, miss you so much. Hope you are well. Take good care.